Okay, good evening, class.
Good evening.
Today I want us to look at water supplies and treatment. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. By the end of this session, you should be able to classify water used in the food industry and discuss the following water treatment procedures, that is sedimentation, coagulation, and filtration. Mercy, can you read for us what you can see?
Water sources and characteristics. The two primary sources of fresh water are surface water and groundwater. Surface waters are from rivers, lakes, and reservoirs and may have higher levels of the suspended materials, stability, temperature fluctuations, and mineral content. Groundwater from springs and wells tends to be high in dissolved minerals with a relatively constant temperature over time.
Thank you, Mercy. As we have seen, we have two primary sources of water used in the food industries, and that is the surface water and the ground water. For this water to be safe for use in the food industries, it has to undergo a series of processes for it to be fit. Water used in food industries is classified according to its intended use. We have water classified as the food ingredient, that is the processed water, the food that is mixed with the food to become a part of the food. We also have the cooling water, mainly used to cool heated or cooked food containers. We have the general purpose water used for washing and rinsing, and we have the boiler feed water, also known as the culinary steam. Machira, can you read for us?
Water is required in the right quality and quantity. For this reason, it undergoes a series of processes, a process known as water treatment process. The first process is settling or sedimentation. This is a physical method of water treatment aimed at removing solid matter that is present in water but undissolved. The suspended material vary in size and nature. Water is caused to flow slowly in sedimentation tanks so that the coarse, suspended matter settles to the bottom slowly under gravity. Clear water overflows from the top of the tank while the sediments are removed from the bottom.
Okay, thank you. As we have seen, the first process is a physical method, which is as a result of gravity, where the suspended water, the undissolved matter, is settles to the bottom of the sedimentation tank by gravity. This is an example of a sedimentation tank. You can see where the water is let into the tank. It flows slowly under gravity, and the sediments settles to the bottom, and it's removed from the outlet beneath there, while the clear water overflows and it's collected in a different tank. You have the second process, which is known as coagulation, and this is a chemical technique done in flocculating tanks where a chemical solution of a flocculating agent is mixed with the water. The chemical form a flocculant, which is a heavy mass that settles to the bottom, carrying with it all the suspended matter. Clear water then overflows from the tank. We have examples of chemical coagulants mostly used in food industries. That is the aluminium sulfate, the sodium aluminate, and ferrous sulfate. Look for more examples of the chemical coagulants that are used in food industries. That is an example of a coagulation basin. You can see where the raw water is fed. This water is mixed with a chemical coagulant to form a heavy mass. The heavy mass settles to the bottom of the tank, where the clear water then overflows and it's collected in a different basin. We have the third process, which is called the filtration process. This is a process in which solid particles in a liquid or gaseous fluid are removed by the use of a filter medium that permits the fluid to pass through but retains the solid particles. A special type of filter is used, that is a pressure sand filter, which is a small cylindrical tank filled with sand of differing physical sizes. Water is allowed to pass through the layers of sand, and as it percolates through the sand, the particles in water are removed or filtered off by sand layers, that is the filter medium, and clear water is removed from the bottom of the tank. This is a diagram to illustrate how a pressure sand filter looks like. You can see where the water is fed, that is you can see the feed water. It percolates through this sand of differing particles, sizes, and as it percolates, all the insoluble and dissolved matter that is undesirable in water is removed, and clear water is collected from the bottom of this filter. That marks the end of our class today. Any question? Any question, class? Okay. Silence means approval. That marks the end of the class today. Let's meet next for our lesson next week and continue looking at the other processes of water treatment. Have a lovely evening.
You too.
Thank
You
you.
too.
Thank you.